Good Sunday. Been a couple weeks, maybe 3, since I had a last update. A couple things. Tractor still can't get the grapple on. Been working through that. Tried to file it down a little bit to see if that helped, but the hand file just was not cutting it. So, yeah, back to the drawing board. Probably bring the Dremel tool up and give that a whirl. Does seem like it's getting closer to locking in place, but not quite there yet. One thing that's different is I had to rearrange some trail cameras because I've had some trespassers, which I'll show you what that looks like. So I had that sign up there, which is like right at the entryway to the place, and then a little gate there that I made with the private property sign that says posted. See if that deters people. And then also on that tree right there, I'll zoom in and kind of make up the sign from here, but it points directly into the street because that's kind of open. But despite those efforts and those very clear signs, I've had people come on the property anyways, which is too bad because it's private. I have expensive equipment here, tools, and I would show them the property if they just asked when I'm here. But I guess that's too much to hope for. So anyways, rearrange some trail cameras. This is the one that catches everybody, but there's now one facing the driveway, like when anybody were to walk in, and then one facing another area. So it's been pretty cold. It's snowing up here, freezing, but it's not that bad, really. I'm like in a tent in this thing, and with like a sub-zero sleeping bag, so I wake up pretty warm still. And you're doing stuff, so you quickly warm up from that. But the big update is the shed. So I think it was 2 weeks ago, or actually longer than that, me and my uncle Joe put together all the walls at his place. He milled all the lumber from 2 trees on his property to build this. So he milled that into a bunch of 2x4s, I think some 2x10s or 2x12s, and yeah, we put all the walls together at his place, and then he hauled them up here with a bunch of just T111 siding. It's primed, not painted yet, and then we put it all together here. So right now it's not finished, and I'll show you some pictures of it with the tarps off because it looks a little better. Right now I just have it winterized, but we got all the siding on, we got the roof rafters up, and we fully roofed like all the plywood on the roofing. We got all that up, and then this weekend Carrie helped me kind of nail in or screw in the last bits of the plywood on the roof because we kind of had it all in place, but there were some spots we couldn't get to because it was basically working from like a makeshift loft in there to like screw in everything in the roof, and I didn't have a ladder tall enough, so I got that ladder over there which extends, you'll see in the pictures, but it extends like 22 feet I want to say, so we could just lay it like right along the roof and I could climb up it and just screw in the last bits. And then got all the roof underlayment on, which again you'll see that in the pictures. There were some videos of putting it together. I tried to get like a cool time lapse, but the GoPro just died like probably an hour or 2 in. So there's only just like putting up the walls and the top plate. Or I started it, putting up the walls. I'll maybe show a clip of that. We'll see. So yeah, that's it. So right now there's just tarps to protect it. I did put sheathing on the roof, so it should be fine in the snow or rain anyways, but just to be safe until I get a metal roof on there, which is the plan. That's going to stay as it is. It's an 8x10 shed, and you can take a little look inside. It's a mess in here, but it's dark. But yeah, so there it is. Zoom in a little bit. You can see there's going to be a loft up here. Get in there. And then thinking of doing like a little door up top. See that when it's done. And then this is where the door is going to be right now. So that's why that last piece of siding isn't on there. It's going to all get cut out for the door. And then there's going to be a window right in one of these slots. The shed mostly went together pretty well. The only thing we didn't really get right, well, it was fine, but this wall and the opposing 10-foot wall are put on backwards, so the studs don't align perfectly. Some of them do, like this one with this piece coming across. But you can see like down here is one of the short studs, and then in this corner, the other short stud. So, oops. But it's fine. This thing's super sturdy. All the rafters went on pretty well. But yeah, so it's exciting. Bunch of stuff in here for doing the loft. So I'll get some plywood for that. Maybe some more siding for this, for the gable ends here. But yeah, not too bad. But honestly, probably won't get done until spring because it's just a lot to do in the winter. So we'll see. Right now, I just have the tractor's front loader under the tarp still while I try to get the grapple to work. Just figured it's better to keep the grapple inside. And yeah, that's about it. Not much else has been going on. The shed is consumed most of the time. It was really 2 weekends one weekend to put everything together, and then this weekend, which was putting on the roof sheathing, and then just kind of buttoning up a few spots where we kind of just zipped through, put like the bare minimum amount of screws in, just to hold it all together. But yeah, it went really good. That's about it. So we'll see what happens with these trespassers. That's like the frustrating thing, because it happens when I'm not around. So there's not much I can do. But, you know, I don't want to have to call the cops on some neighbors. But, you know, can't have people invading your privacy, especially when you put up no trespassing signs. So hopefully this little gate that I put together, this little rope gate, keep people out. The posted sign is really, really obvious. So is the no trespassing sign, as you can see from the pictures. So yeah, that's about it. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Really thankful for everybody in my life, family, friends, girlfriend. Special thanks to everybody who's helped up here. My Uncle Joe, my mom, Carrie, Carolee, everybody who's given me good ideas, advice. It's been great. Been a lot of fun. More to come. Take care. Bye.